San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. And it's the Roadrunners. We'll kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Wake Forest offense will get first crack at it here. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Defense looks like they're coming. Fires quickly. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Motion from the back. Again, it's Lopez. On the run, still looking. There he goes. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. And the Demon Deacons are rolling down the field. That's caught. It's Johnson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Quick completion to the right. Gets it inside the 10. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Demon Deacons will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Coming out with it, it's Carr. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play fake, Lopez. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Here's Lopez to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Morris. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for room, it's Wiggins. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test it. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Roadrunners offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
Yeah, he is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's McCown. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the ground, it's Henderson. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break, and it's UTSA on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on fourth and short.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. On the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
And the Roadrunners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Running the red zone, it's Henderson. Finding some room. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The run inside. It's Henderson. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They'll run it on third and goal. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Wiggins. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Second down coming up. Fake, Gio Lopez. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Demon Deacons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out. And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's McCown. Caught over the middle, it's Henderson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Campbell. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And it's the Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Demon Deacons use their second timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is third down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's McCown. Gets it to him on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Henderson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plugged it.
And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to crank up the second half. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good...
Caught, and he's got room. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. going with the counter play here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. He's got him. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Here's a little room there. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Roadrunners have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Hardy. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And it's the Roadrunners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Henderson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Roadrunners have moved it inside the 20. Going to the run, it's Henderson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They'll keep it on the ground. Got a little grass. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
You know, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Trying to do it on the ground. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. Poor starting field position here for this offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
From the gun, third down, Gio Lopez. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Motion from the wideout. Seven-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
And maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's McCown. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Keeps it on the draw. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Henderson. Break, got enough space. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that's that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They're in the gun on third down. It's Lopez. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The Demon Deacons decide to put it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And it's the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Touchdown, Demon Deacs. A pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the UTSA sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 40. That will move the chain.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, and you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Rides to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Looking for room, it's Henderson. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Road Runners!
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Snatch it quickly on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
The Demon Deacons use their second timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Throwing, Lopez. Here's a heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Lopez to the air again. He's taking a deep shot. Grabs it inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's McCown. He's got it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Roadrunners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. So the game will continue for at least one more play as the penalty gives the offense an untimed down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get it started here in overtime. The run inside. It's Henderson. Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Field is condensed, not a lot of room to work with here on third and goal in overtime. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He's going for the goal line. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now they regain the lead. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the Demon Deacons can really attack on this second and short. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Big third down here as they try to keep the drive alive. A touchdown will win it. From the gun on third down, Lopez. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened.
He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime!
Great job by the wide receiver. The windows are so small in this area of the field.